It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the veteran, Julio Jones. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Panthers and the Bucs. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in... The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by one of the most productive QBs in the last decade. It's year 10 for the Fresno Stater now. Here's Derek Carr.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. DJ Chark, the intended target, but... down. You look at this Carolina defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now yet another incomplete completion here as they fail to connect on third.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
In motion, Slayton. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He's got room past the 30.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
2nd and 10.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
This defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
What now?
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago.
16 carries, just shy of 140 yards and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 60 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. That brings up 3rd down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. Looking deep for Julio. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Fielded at about the 28. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. You look at this Carolina defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Walker. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The Carr's throw here on target to Hurst.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. On play action, now Carr.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Walker.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, boy, here's a sight you don't. Ken Walker injured on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Madison.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Hurts. Complete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will get out of bounds so possession will stay the same.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. This is caught. And he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
I think you have to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Ken Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows to 10-0. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers now set to take over offensively.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
It's complete to Robinson.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
73.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He completes it to Julio Jones. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Hurts on the option right.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
14 yards.
And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
On 1st down, Carr. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This time they stay on the ground. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Blake Gilligan in on formation.
So we've hit halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to... your guys a little bit of contact and get things moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23.
50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bucs use the short field to get in for 6.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Hurts throw pulled in by Woods.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down, Carolina.
Go Silver, right? Hey, Silver.
Hurts.
Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. They'll set up a throw.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. And the Panthers coming out now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Credit Brian Brzee in there to greet him and drop him for a loss. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working sometimes, you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. On 2nd down, Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Great, set.
Now Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Panthers' 45-yard line.
Working from the gun. It's Carr. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On the handoff, this is Walker. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
White Monday down.
Throwing now is Carr. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Zay Flowers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Julio Jones. 75 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Shoves him aside. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
The 6-yard line.
And Walker once more. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the...
There you go.